It's really dark, and from henceforth I'm going to call this the Tucan zone. Not toucan like the bird, but toucan like the 2 cans of big beer that I just had. And when I introduce a video as the Tucan zone, as in the Tucan zone, then it's a disclaimer. Well, there's so much traffic. There's never any traffic on this road. There's 2 cars coming. It's basically a disclaimer that there's only one. It was a ghost car. The Tucan. When I'm in the Tucan zone, that's a disclaimer that I'm drunk, and you should take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I feel compelled to fire up the camera and take a little walk. I just returned home. Take a little walk and fire up the camera. This black Hulk you're looking at right there, that's my in-laws' house. Now, when my wife was growing up in this house, everything around here, you see all these apartments and everything, all of this stuff was just rice fields. All she could hear in this time of the year, in the early summer, is just the sound of frogs. Ribbit, 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 dirt road. This was the end of civilization, my wife said. This house right here, this is my wife's house right here. This is the main room of the house, the Hachijo right there. That room right there. My wife has slept in there with her grandmother all of her life. She basically never had a room of her own. They're a poor family. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. They never had very much. They never wanted very much. They've always been very humble people. And all of them lived in this little place right here at the end of the road. This was a dirt lane that ended right here. And there was a big pile of rocks here, and that was it. This farms. This is called Yara, which Yara means the valley of farms, the valley of rice paddies. This is the valley of rice paddies. And beyond there where those lights are, that was all rice paddies. And what you saw in the last video that I just did, the little Odem party, that's a glimpse of something that is rare, actually, these days. It's disappearing fast in Japan. These small little, and this is the kitchen right here. That's where we had the dinner. This is the entryway to the household. The lights off over the entryway there. But this is the kitchen where we just had our party. And Yoko's in there cleaning up right now. Mom and Dad are in there. Dad's finished up his drinking. Mom's in there as well. And they're getting the bath ready. They're going to have their dinner. Now, what you're seeing, what you saw in that last video is something very, very special. And I've talked about this in other videos in the past, about how witnessing things of the past in Japan that are disappearing, such as the kimono ladies 20 years ago, where you could see old women in kimono walking around. Basically, they're gone. You know, they're all gone. You know, the women that wear kimono out of habit, out of their daily routine, like my wife's grandmother, they're all gone. People you see in a kimono now are going to some event. The experience of this type of a dinner that we had in this small little cramped little kitchen area. So you can see the light coming out of the doorway right there. This is the kitchen right there where we just had our dinner. This light coming out. That having dinner, that small cramped little kitchen with a little. This area right here is the sink where they do all their outdoor cleaning and stuff. With the cooking, heating the bath for the bath water, and taking care of 2 jobs in one. Let's just take a look at this. Is the doorway in. And, you can see my mother-in-law there as well. Their mother-in-law, that's getting dark now. Mother-in-law always stays with father. Father usually waits. He just has an appetizer while he drinks and the family eats, and then she eats. She hangs around with him and serves him tea after the family has departed, and he has his meal. This type of experience is so rare, and I'm really ashamed of myself that I'm drunk when I'm trying to relate it. But I feel the emotion in me and the need to tell the story that in old Japan, these small little kitchens, the whole family would huddle together. I've talked to my father-in-law about it. He would say that they would all sit around, before the days of TV, just sit around the little in-row there, the fireplace there. We're back to where the Hachijo is now. And he would sit there and just talk into the night, and while the coals burned and dimmed down. And it was almost like having an indoor campfire. Those days are fast diminishing here in Japan, being replaced by the modern conveniences, the beautiful homes that people have, the nuclear family with just mom, dad, and the kids, and the grandparents are somewhere else, and giving up where the type of home where the outdoors is encapsulated in the inside of the house, and instead in these modern homes such as this one, the outdoors is excluded, and the inside is an air-conditioned, heated retreat from the great world outside. In my in-laws' house, the home simply provides a shelter from the rain and protection from the storms. Otherwise, it is permeable and a part of the world outside. That all is passing and disappearing. I'm going to walk back to my house now, and I'll leave you with just these simple thoughts about the way things used to be in Japan. And I told my wife earlier when I made the video showing the Odem party that 20 years from now, when the grandparents are gone and Emily has grown and that house has been torn down and replaced by something modern, we'll have a little time capsule glimpse of the Showa period and a glimpse further of the periods before, and a little taste of what Japan used to be and is fast no longer becoming, no longer existing as. This is my own home here. Time for me to go inside and retreat back with my family and the moment, the experience with another world. Good night, everybody.